Hi everyone, it's Stana here from Recalibrate Yoga. Today we have a prenatal stretch flow. So this is perfect when you're short on time, or you've just finished a workout, or you've been out walking or doing something, or maybe you just crave a little bit of movement. This is the perfect time to grab a cup of tea, light a candle, put on your favorite music. Whatever you would like, make this your own. So we're going to start cross-legged. For this, I really recommend grabbing, and because I'm right here, grabbing a pillow, a cushion, or a blanket. And what you want to do is sit up on the blanket. So I'll just turn sideways so you can see it, so that your hips become a little bit higher than your knees. It might not work out fully that way, but that's where we're going. So grab yourself something to sit up on. And just cross one leg in front of the other, doesn't matter which one, and sit up nice and tall. We're just going to start with a couple of deep breaths, so feel free to close your eyes or soften your gaze. Just start to take a deep breath in through your nose, and a long breath out, maybe out through your mouth. Good, 2 more. Fill up your lungs with a big breath in. And soften the skin on your face as you breathe out. Last one. Buoyant breath in. And just let it go. Let your eyelashes open if they're closed. We're just going to start with some nice neck stretches, which are really good if you're working at a desk, or you're starting to feel the pressure of everything coming forward. So start by taking your chin towards the right side of your chest, and you want to feel like your left elbow is tagging down a little bit. You can stay here, this might be more than enough. If you'd like to enjoy a deeper stretch, maybe take your left hand to your left shoulder and slightly, you're just like guiding the shoulder down a little. This might be more than enough too. Or you might take your right hand and just place it up and over towards your left ear, just gently creating this nice stretch. So you're just assisting, you're not putting any extra weight on your head that you don't need to. The traps can get really, especially the upper traps, can get really tight, which can cause a lot of those pregnancy headaches, am I right? So just enjoy 2 more breaths here. You can even turn your chin towards your shoulder more, or around and up. Just mindfully move and find the spot that feels good to stop and linger. For 1 more breath. As you exhale, soften the hands down, realign the neck, and we'll take it to the other side. So chin towards the left side of your chest. Feel free to stay. Checking this out. Maybe right hand to your right shoulder, and this might be more than enough, or letting the left hand join in, thinking up and over. Start to settle in here. And just like you did before, you can turn your head or guide the chin towards your armpit more, your shoulder, or up and forward. Noticing how that changes things. We'll just be here for 2 more breaths. On your next exhale, gently release your hands, realign your neck, and we're going to get into the lats here. So start by taking your left hand to the floor. You're just going to sweep the right arm up and over. So you can take this any amount. What you want to feel like is that your right sitting bone is staying glued down, so it's not lifting up with you. There's this anchoring of the pelvis down. And maybe turn the palm inwards, and you can take your gaze up or keep it down. And just play and explore. You might lift up with a breath in and bend the elbow, dive over. You might walk the fingertips out or closer in. And you can even begin to open up the shoulder to the back, maybe palm facing forward. Bring it back in. One more breath. And then come on up and we'll switch it over. So this time right hand to the floor, sweeping the left arm up and over. So you want to keep the bump facing forward so it's not curving too much. So if that means that you sit up a little higher, that's perfect, no biggie. And think about anchoring this time the left sit bone down so the left knee is not lifting up too much. There's this anchoring down, and find something that feels really good here. Side body can get really neglected in pregnancy, so I found. So opening up really helps me feel like my whole body's a bit more limber, a bit more, not as stiff. Good. Take one more breath in, maybe opening up the chest and out, and then come all the way up. Good. From here, we're going to take the fingertips in front. Now this, depending on how big the bump is, will just determine where you go with this. We're going to walk the fingertips forward. Now you might stay nice and tall. This might be more than enough. So we're just getting into the hips a little here. You might be able to walk a little bit more forward. And just like you did before, you want to feel like your sitting bones are evenly grounded back. So you're not sort of lifting the hips up. Back on your pillow or your mat or your floor. And you can lower your gaze towards the floor, maybe chin towards your chest even, and maybe sway a little side to side. Walking the hands over to the right side. And then walking the hands over to the left, just a little, not so much that you feel like you're twisting. Good, then back to the center and walk all the way up. And then from here, go ahead and take the feet, the soles of your feet together. I'm just going to move a little bit further back so my feet don't come off the screen. So you want to feel like the knees are going wide, the soles of your feet are together. And then take your feet a little bit further forward than you normally would. So we don't want them super close, which might be really nice. But for this, I really want you to have like a diamond shape from the hips to the knees to the ankles. So let your hands rest where they do. Sit up nice and tall, breathe in. And then on your exhale, begin to travel the hands down as you fold forward at your hips. Maybe hands come to your feet. And you start to open up. If you're one of the people that like to massage your feet, this is a really nice time to do that. I've said this before, but I've found out that there's two types of people in the world in terms of feet. Ones that are really happy to touch their own feet and play with their feet, and then there's people who do not enjoy that, and that's fine. But as you may know, our feet can get swollen towards the end of pregnancy. They carry a lot of the weight. They're dealing with shifting the weight of the pelvis and redistributing as we stand up all the time. So this is really nice to just give back. All right, when you're ready, release your chin towards your chest and round over. And we'll take 2 breaths in here. One more. Good, then walk the hands back up, uncurl the spine, and gently we'll close the legs. And from here, actually, we're going to cross the feet again. It's going to take an open twist. So let your right hand come to your right knee. So in pregnancy, we're more than okay doing open twists. We don't want to close them like we traditionally would. So we're going to keep your right hand on the right knee. And then on an inhale, sweep the left arm up and over. So we're keeping the bump facing forward. It's more coming from the belly button or the rib cage upwards. Good, take one more breath. And exhale, release the left hand down. We're going to switch it over, so right hand frees up and breathe in, open up. One more breath. And exhale, come on back to center. We're going to end from here. We're going to make our way towards the ending. So come onto your hands and your knees. And from here, we're just going to sway the hips a little side to side. Good, making some little circles in one direction. Just keeping your elbows nice and soft. And go ahead and reverse your circles. Good, come back to the middle. From here, take the knees wide, your big toes to touch, and then send your hips back. And then go ahead and walk the arms forward, letting your forehead come towards the mat. Your hips sinking backwards. So you want to think about the length of your spine here, and think about growing longer. So you can adjust the knees so that you have enough room to accommodate for the bump. Just take 2 more breaths here. Last one. Good. Slowly walk the hands up. The knees back together. Sit up nice and tall. I'll turn to face you. And then just soften your gaze once more, close your eyes. Just notice how you feel. Take a deep breath in. And a soft breath out. One more breath in. Thank you so much for joining me for this prenatal stretch. I hope it opened up all the right places for you, and I look forward to seeing you again on the mat. Bye.